Hi, how you doing? You're just joined Cooking with Chicago Jerry, and I'm gonna show you how to make crock pot Memphis style ribs, and they're gonna taste better than the restaurant. I guarantee you. And we're gonna start out with the Memphis dry rub. I gotta put my glasses on and I gotta read it. I can't see. Can't see without my glasses. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of smoked paprika, 3 tablespoons of kosher salt, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, and I did two uh, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tables 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of celery seed, 1 teaspoon of mustard powder. And all you do is mix that in a bowl and slap it on your ribs. Now, I made 2 batches of that. So what I did was I just doubled the amounts of everything. And I had to make 2 batches because it lasts longer. And I got more ribs, to put in there after these are done cooking. I'm going to put another slab in because I got like 4 slabs. So I'm just doing like a slab and a half today. So you make that rub. It's the Memphis style rub. And then you put it on your ribs. And we'll get to the ribs. Let's go cook. Oh, and I forgot. Um, you can put this rub on anything that you want. Chicken, pork, beef, ribs, whatever you want. You want to make a roast, put it on a roast. And what I normally do is I put stuff on the smoker or the grill outside. I love to cook outside. Now let's get cooking. Okay, how you doing? We have the baby back ribs. We're doing it in the crock pot. I'm going to show you real quick how to do these. I got my spice rub I showed you how to make. I got the spice rub. And it's Memphis style. It's Memphis style rib in the crock pot. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. What we're going to do, we're going to put some mustard on for a binder. Like my ribs are already cut and cleaned, and I got the membrane on the back already peeled off. So I'm just going to put some mustard on as a binder. A couple squirts. Rub it real good. These are going to taste, not being on the, I normally do barbecue on the grill. I'm going to show you how to do that a little bit later, some other time. But right now we're going to show a nice, easy recipe on the crock pot. So I'm going to lather in some mustard here. And let me wash my hands real quick. All right. Alright, so I got my mustard on. I'm going to take my Memphis style rub and just generously pour that on really good. You're going to pour it on really good. Don't be afraid to use your rub. I made 2 batches of it. So if you want to make 2 batches of it, just double up on the recipe. So yeah, I poured it on that one side. Just rub it in a little bit. You don't want to rub it in too hard. Give it a little coating. All right. All right. Coat the back. Then you want to do the front. The back. Put a little mustard on the back. Rub that in. All right. I'll be right back. Because when you lather the mustard on, you don't want to put your hand into the dry mix. So what you want to do is you want to go wash your hands, come back, and then put the dry mix on. You don't want to double dip. Here we go. So I'm getting ready to put the dry rub on. Put my towel down. So what are you gonna do? We're doing the back side where the membrane used to be. Like I said, just put it on really good. Just sprinkle it on. That's why I made 2 batches. So you can do it really good, or you can make a couple slabs. My crock pot can hold like about a slab and a half. So I'm just rubbing this in. Very good. All right. To make these taste like they were on the grill, I'm going to add a little hickory smoke to it. Just a little bit on each side. Because a little drop goes a long way. Just like lather it in a little bit. Oh, the hickory smoke will make your ribs taste just like they were on the grill. Plus, the rub got a little smoked paprika on that in the rub. So, oh shoot! Be careful because it comes out real a lot sometimes. So now we got our liquid smoke on and we got everything on there. And so now when you put them in the crock pot, you want to go meat against the porcelain. So you're going to go meat against the porcelain. And set it in there. All right. And I'm going to do another one so it's not by itself. So now I'm going to do another one, a little piece. I cut them in half. Put a little bit more mustard on this one. All right. Slather that mustard on. I take my dry hand, put a little rub on there. And just rub it in. Oh, these are going to be delicious. I love doing them on the grill, but I'm not able to do them right now on the grill. But one day in about whatever, like in about a month, about July, 4th of July, watch out. I'm going to bring the grill out. We'll do some grilling on 4th of July. Do a little smoke. Basically, it's the same way, but you're just going to put it on the smoker. All right. All right, so now we're doing our second side. So I added that mustard right on there. Again with the dry hand. Put more rub on there. All right. Yeah, these are going to taste better than the restaurant. We're going to put these in the crock pot for about 8 hours on the low heat. Put them on low and slow. And this one's about done. Put a little liquid smoke on there. Crap. Right. All right, so now we got these all seasoned up. We're putting them in the crock pot. Again, meat side against the porcelain. Then we're going to put the lid on them. And I'll see you in about 8 hours on low and slow. I'll put it on low for 8 hours. And you're going to see a rib taste just like Memphis style. We'll see you in 8 hours. Hi. Welcome back. Oh, I'm starting to make my sauce. So I made the sauce ahead of time because it's going to take too long to describe it. You know, all my recipes, measurings, all the measurements and all the recipe stuff, ingredients, can be posted down below on the description. So when you read the description box, I have all the measurements and ingredients. But I'm going to read them off real quick. So I'm letting this simmer. I'm going to let it simmer for about a half hour to an hour till it thickens up. I got it on like a number 2, on like low, number 2, between 2 and 3. So here we go. So this is for the barbecue sauce. 3/4 of a cup of ketchup. 6 tablespoons of apple juice. 2 tablespoons of molasses. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. 2 teaspoons of onion powder. 2 teaspoons of granulated garlic. 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire. I call it Worcestershire. Worcestershire sauce. Or if you want to call it the W sauce. And 1 teaspoon of yellow mustard. That's a dry yellow mustard. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. So I combine all that together. And I've been simmering it now for about 10 minutes. And I'm just going to let it simmer for about a half hour till it thickens. And it's going to be good. A good sauce. Well, you don't have to, but I added like about like one-fourth of a cup of brown sugar. I'll add that on there too, but like 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. It'll sweeten up with the molasses really good. So if you want to double up on this sauce, you can, because this is only going to make a cup. I only need about a cup because I don't use the sauce because I do the dry ribs, but my wife, she needs a sauce. So I'm making a Memphis style sauce. It's like a mild sweet sauce. It's good. So I still got about another 5 hours on the ribs. I'll come back when they're done. Stay tuned with Cooking with Chicago Jerry. And please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way, every time I cook something, you'll get the notification. I'm going to be cooking a lot of stuff. I'm going to be doing Chicago style hot dogs, Chicago style Polish. I'm going to be doing the pizza, Italian beef, all Chicago style stuff. So stay tuned. And now I'm going to do regular stuff too, like this. Barbecue ribs. I'm going to show you what I can do on the grill. I'm going to make fried chicken. Everything the restaurant makes, I'm going to make for you here on YouTube. So in the comments below, let me know how you like my channel. And let me know if you have a recipe that I can cook. You know, I can cook almost anything. So let me know and give me a good recipe, and I'll put it on my channel, and I'll tell who it came from, and I'll have fun with it. So stay tuned. I'll be back in another 5 hours to show you what those ribs look like. Again, with the sauce, you can use it on the side, which I'm going to do for my wife so she can dip it. Or you can caramelize, put a little glaze on it, on the ribs. Put them in the oven if you want, under the broiler. Maybe like for 4 or 5 minutes so they can caramelize. But I don't do that. So, because when they're coming out, I'm going to hit it with a little sprinkle of a dry rub again. And that's all I need. That's how they do it in Memphis. Sprinkle of a dry rub at the end. And they do it on the rib, and then after they smoke it, they sprinkle it. And if you got a good dry rub, you don't need a sauce. So try them at first with just the dry rub, and then add the sauce later if you want. But if you're a sauce person, just put sauce on it and make extra sauce if you want. I don't need to make a lot of sauce because I don't use it. It's only for my wife. So I'll see you in 5 hours. Hey, I'm back. It's been about 5 or 6 hours. I checked that back. It wasn't a whole 8 hours. Because when I checked on the ribs and the crock pot, they were falling out the bone. I mean, I got a piece right here. Look at it. Look how tender that looks. Look at it. Comes right out the bone. Look at that. And my sauce is all done. Dip it in the sauce a little bit. Mm. Mm. So what I did is, when the ribs came out of the crock pot, I sprinkled a little bit of, I sprinkle a little bit of the rub so you can taste the rub. But I don't think you need a sprinkle. Because I tasted them. You can taste it. It tastes like barbecue. It tastes really good. Try this recipe at home. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to post all the ingredients and the recipe and everything down below in the description. Hit the subscribe button. And guess what? Tell them Chicago Jerry, you're cooking with Chicago Jerry. Chicago Jerry sent you. All right. So if you can't come to Chicago, Chicago's going to have to come to you. Till next time, I'm out of here.